Hello, everyone. Welcome to the conversation with Dr. Joan Coleman and her friends. Today in the blue and the red lips, we have Cathy.
Hi, I'm Cathy Wdowiak of heartnpilates.com.
And Donna.
Donna Hutchinson, findingyourownmagic.com.
And Gabi.
Gabi Johnson from fitfabandwelltube. I'm the only one who has purple lipstick, by the way.
Yeah,
we're all copying Cathy.
Different today, but it's all good. Listen, I told you the last show, we have so much going on in this month of April. And today, it's National Book Day. In the month of April. It's on a date. Look at your calendar. It's there. I'm not making it up. And so today we're here to share our favorite book with you guys, So Cathy has a whole big book. So I'm going to start with Cathy. Cathy, tell us about
I was just showing my book before. So this is an amazing book for any business entrepreneur or just anyone who's interested in creating a business or get better in their career. And also with life planning and goal setting. So there's a lot in this book that I absolutely love. So I chose this book to share. It's Business Mastery. It's the 5th edition. And it's Sherry Soan Mo is the author. And one of my favorite things about this book, it's one of the pages here that shares that work smarter, not harder. Right. So I just kind of wanted to read a few sentences from there, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
Cool, thanks. So the time you spend in planning is always well invested. When you start planning, it may seem to take a long time, but after doing it on a regular basis, you can plan your day very quickly. Remember, planning is to ultimately simplify your life, not make it more complicated.
Oh, that's nice. Yep. So are you ladies planners? I tend not to be a big planner. So Cathy, are you a big planner?
I have to be at this point because there's just so much going on and I'll forget something. And I'm like, I should have planned that out earlier, or just like time management and getting better with that. That's my biggest thing.
How about
I'm just trying to improve, but yes, thank you.
Okay, that's awesome. Gabi, are you a big planner?
Yes, so I think that planning is important because you can have an idea, you create an idea, but you still need to go from point A to point B. And if you just keep it in your mind, others, because you're never alone into your journey. So it's like you got to be able to share that vision with other people. So planning really helps you to do that, being organized, set goals, benchmarks are very important for the growth of your business. So yes, I will say planning is important.
All right. Donna, how about you?
I'm a recovering, I'm just going to go with the flow of every moment. We can do that in many aspects, but in career, in business, I'm learning that the goals and the plan are where it's at in order to keep us disciplined. And when we're disciplined, then we can flow, but we need structure first. So that's been a helpful lesson for me in 2022 so far. So,
yeah. And with me, growing up, I've always never liked to plan because things happen, things change, you get disappointed, people change and stuff happens. So I grew up like, okay, we're just going to go with it. Like you, Donna, I'm just going to go with it. It's going to be good. But now being in the business, I'm learning to plan. I'm learning that it's okay to plan, just know that. And it's about your mindset too. Know that it's going to work out. Believe that it's going to work out, trust that it's going to work out, and you'll be all right. Plan it and do it. And it's been working out, so thank God. But it's good to plan. That was a great tip, Cathy. Thank you for reading that. Gabi, what's your book?
Well, my book is, as you can see, a French book. So I needed to go find the translation. And as you can see, this book has been read many, many times. So the Peaceful Warrior is the translation by Dan Milan, is an awesome self-help book. It is basically, he was a gymnast that had something happen to him and his body, and he was broken, and he needed to go through the step of recovering. And so it's a dialogue with Socrates, and the learning of Socrates, and being kind with your mind, your body, and your soul, while trying to heal your body. So I needed to find a translation of one of the passage, because this one is in French. So Socrates pours streaming hot tea into our twin mugs and spoke the first encouraging words I'd heard in many months. Now remember, he's devastated. Your survival in the duel means that you are ready for the next step towards the one goal. And he's asking, what's that? And then the few pages later is the discovery of how to get to that one goal.
Oh, that sounds deep. I love it. The peaceful warrior. And it kind of reminds me of like when you're going through a storm, when you're going through a bad and difficult situation, what's the goal to get to the next step? How do you get to the next goal? You have to think it. You have to believe it. You have to encourage your own self. Nobody might be around to encourage you, and you get there, you're going to survive. So that was beautiful. Cathy, what do you think about that?
I love that. I read that book. Actually, I was recommended that book years back, and I read a little bit of an excerpt on that, and I didn't get to read it completely. So I think this is my sign to get into it and open it up. So thanks, Gabi, for sharing that. But yeah, I'm all about the spirituality of just the mindfulness of things, getting over things, using courage, resilience to get better, become a better person. So
that's awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think I want to read it too. Donna, what about you?
I don't have a book offhand, but I will tell you 2 fun facts. I've read so many self-development books in the last maybe 5 years. I currently always have at least 4 books being read at a time. I have a whole stack of books that I'm in the middle of. I have anxiety about letting them go when I have to finish them. So I just keep like staying in the middle of them. One of my favorites though is Breaking the Habit of Being You by Dr. Joe Dispenza. He talks a lot about the science of the quantum physics, which is mindset work. So it's very exciting to hear about the factual information in conjunction with all of the, metaphysical work we read about and hear about. And I have to tell you this quick story too, was that I actually wanted to, a friend of mine was reading Where the Crawdad Sings, which was the first fiction book I had interest in reading. And I looked it up on the internet to see where it was at the library. They said they had no copies. All of a sudden I refreshed the screen. There were copies. I got there late. The library was closing, but I still got that book. And I was like, the universe wants me to chill out. It's like, chill out on the metaphysics, chill out on the 8 books you're reading, and actually read something for the enjoyment of just pleasure of reading. So that's what's happening in my world lately. So I don't have no book to read, but there's my stories on books right now.
All right. So Donna has a stack of books that she's reading. So I know she has a lot of gems that she could share. So maybe the next book month, she can share them with you. But I have this book, and this book right here. Can you see that? Where's the camera? The Alchemist. Yep. Let me tell you, I borrowed this book twice from the library, read it twice. And I told my husband, I said, we have got to get this book in the house and keep it in the library. And he went and bought the book. And I just love this book. And it's going to be my 3rd time reading it. But some of the things, the life lessons I got out of the book is, when you possess great treasures within you and try to tell others of them, seldom are you believed. Isn't that deep? They won't believe you. Listen, I have this goal, I have this plan, and seldomly are you believed. And then I like this excerpt too, to realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation. And when you want something, all the universe, I say God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, everybody will conspire in helping you achieve it. And I believe that if you want something that's bigger than you, just put it out there. And guess what? 10 years from now, you're like, wait, I thought about this back in the 80s, you know, and it will happen. There's somebody out there, something that I call him Jesus, you know, conspiring to help you get it. And this is the last one from the book. When someone gives you something, don't say it's too much. No, it's too much. Life will be listening and give you less. How awesome is this book? I love this book. If you haven't read it, you need to get it and read it. And listen, put in the comments below all the books you're reading. If you're like Donna, you're going through 5 at the same time, put them down. Or if you like Cathy, you have a big, thick book, put down some of the stuff you're reading. And Gabi, the peaceful warrior, put your books in the comments and we'll be sure to answer you and get back to you and say, listen, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll read that book or whatever we're going to say. And you know what? We thank you so much for watching the conversation. You're with me, Dr. Joan. You're with Cathy, Donna, and Gabi. And again, thank you for watching the conversation. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.